Hi folks, and welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4. We've got some new stuff to look at in the playthrough today. I want to say first off, thank you to the person that commented and reminded me about this. There's an opportunity, or at least there used to be in the old focus tree, of grabbing Indochina from the French. And that is still there. It's just obviously the focus trees have moved around. And I'd forgotten to look for it, to be honest. So your comments sometimes make the biggest of differences, so I do appreciate them. So we've got I found it as well. It is down here. So we've got to go for this Nanshin Ron. Basically, that unlocks a raid of Pearl Harbor as well, but that's for something in the future. And then we can demand these, and we get Indochina, hopefully. So that's going to be very much next on the list. And also, I had a look at this is a faction thing. This came in with the DLC, so that we can change our goals. We do have points to spend on this. And I was having to look through, and in the medium-term goals for Japan, there's two. We've got two already set, which are control the Malayan riches and secure the oil supply. They're not going to be initially grabbed, but they are going to be grabbed. But I was looking down, and there's control Manila, which it looks a lot easier to do. We grab the Philippines first. That's my objective. So I'm going to stick that one in there. Yes, accept that. That burns a point. That's fine. And also secure the oil supply. I'm going to change to control Wake Island, because that is also, it's next on our shopping list. I mean, it is right here. It's going to be nice and easy to get to. We've got other islands in the chain, so it should be quite possible to gather enough naval supremacy. And I just think that grabbing easy goals like that just kind of makes sense. Also, the long-term ones, defeating communism and declaring war on communism. I mean, yes, I hadn't appreciated that might result in a war with the USSR, but we can come back to those. There's other ones for expanding industry, ruling the waves, which is just having a load of capital ships, I think, and also naval dominance. Oh, this one could be good. Secure strategic resources. That one actually might be hard. I'll leave those alone for now. And short-term goals, which we can go on a little bit quickly. Declare war on democracy. I mean, I think that sounds like a good one to do. Expand the armed forces. What do we have to do with that? Let's have a look. At least 50 armor battalions? No. Across all of the nations of our faction, we have 27 at the moment. Armor battalions, the AI doesn't really build them, and I'm not in a position to get that many just yet. But there's all sorts of things we could do. Fortify Okinawa. What do we have to do with that? Has level 1 anti-air and level 5 air base. And Naha province has level 2 coastal fort. I mean, that seems like really easy to do. I mean, what do we have to do for this one? We only have to get 4 more techs in the faction. So I'll leave that alone. And then I think I'm going to change to some easy ones, because I don't see any reason not to. And it'll give us, things like this will give us bonuses. We just get initiative points to spend. And we get some bonus-free anti-air and coastal forts, which actually, I'm not planning on being invaded. But you never know. You never know. It might be something that's actually really important. So there looks to be all sorts of opportunities within that. So if you're playing through, let me know what you think. And tell me if there's any really cool, cheesy, overpowered combinations that you can pick up. So we have got underway replenishment as our special project. I don't know how much this is going to make, but it should boost the ranges of our ships, I think. What else do I want to build in here? The air-independent propulsion. Anechoic tiles, which are good for submarine stealth. But they have, all these things at the moment, have quite the requirements of resources. So I'm actually going to turn them off for the time being. So let's get rid of that. Low manpower. We're fixing that. And right, I want to see if this expedition to Tibet gives us anything. So we've started that. There's all sorts of things I want to do, but we're going to go down this line because it's fairly quick. And we're going to grab Indochina, and then we can pressure Siam into joining us, and that gives us a much better jumping off point. Oh, in fact, if that's the case, I was building. No, I set off building a supply hub over here because I kind of feel like it's. I mean, it's such a dead place over here. I'm going to waste 15 factories on it for now. We're going to have it because supply situation all across Asia is just awful and really hard to fight with. So we'll see what we get. Got some more of these guys coming on. We have the improved cruiser, so we can now make our light cruisers. Have I got everything in place that I actually wanted to for that before we go for it? I think we have, or at least I think we've got enough. So we will do that, and we will develop. I should probably get this, right? The improved support ship. We're a bit ahead of time. What's that one give us? The multi-product supply ship. So this gives us underway replenishment range. I guess we just add these to task forces and things. You probably know more about this than I do, because I like to play these games. I do some reading up sometimes to find out new mechanics. Sometimes I can do testing before I stream. And other times I just plow right in and we see what works. And when we hit a problem, we turn to Google. And I find that's the best way to learn Hearts of Iron 4. New players have asked me, oh, what's the best guide to watch? How do you get into the game? Just play it. And when you come across something that you can't do, doesn't work, or your idea fails, then you go to the internet and you search up how other people have done it. And because it's such a big thing to all take in all at once, this game, it's massive. Just play expecting to fail, and then you can just search up the things you need help with. And that's kind of how I learned, mostly. Okay, let's go build ourselves a new boat. We do have dockyards, and I think we can actually afford to do this one. So we're going for... take that off. We want our improved cruiser. Now, this is going to be light cruisers. So let's put... We actually want medium batteries, but with light cruiser batteries on them. And this will make them light cruisers, if I remember right. We're going to need sonar, because we're going to be using these guys for patrol as well. And we want the best engines we can. We want the dual-purpose secondaries. And we want the best armor. Now, this sounds like really expensive, but I use these for all sorts of jobs. And having a shit ton of armor, although level 4 might be unnecessary, it does make them extremely good at taking out enemy screens. And this is my sort of tactic with them. So we're going to go for more of those. But we also want aircraft facilities, which should help in spotting, which is another role of these things. Torpedo launchers, because they are screen ships. Submarine warfare. This is a very expensive ship, but I really don't care. We're going for it. And we'll go for some more guns. So it's kind of armed to the teeth. Unnecessarily so, I think. But it's going to be a good all-purpose ship. The improved cruiser. Extremely expensive. Let's go with the... we'll go with those. It's going to take 4 years to build. 6 months to build. Okay. Probably went a bit expensive on there. We'll get some more dockyards into that. And we'll put some more effort into that as well. When we get more dockyards in the future, we will have more of those. Get them churned out. Okay, let's move on to some new exciting stuff. The Finnish continuation war. It looks like... Wait a minute. German Reich declared war on the Soviet Union. Okay. Okay, it begs the question, do I want to be involved in that? And getting some juicy lands for myself? The naval faction demands we strike south. Yes. We're working on it. We are working on it. We've got the Marines ready to go in here. So that'll all be fine. In fact... I'm not going to do the raid on Pearl Harbor. I don't think I have anything even remotely in range. How am I going to get everything down there? And what are we going to use to trigger the war? We can justify a war goal. Is there a focus that's going to allow us to do this straight away? Let's have a look. If I just put in... I don't suppose that's going to make any difference, is it? I don't know. I'm pretty sure there is, but I do find these massive trees an utter pain in the arse to try and work through. I mean, I can justify a war goal, and it's going to be fine. But I'm pretty sure there is an event which will either trigger it, or there's a focus we can take. One people united under Shinto. This gives us stability, but a lack of war support. Shinto state education. For 75 points, that gives us 5% research speed. That seems insane. I'm taking that now. I think I'll have that right now. Thank you very much. Establish the kingdoms of Annan and Greater Cambodia. Establish the Empire of Vietnam. We've got so many options with this. So many options. Establish contact. Oh, this is the Tibet thing. Right, okay. Let's establish contact with our friends in Tibet. And we'll start working that one down. Meanwhile, where's it gone? It's over here. We're going to demand the Tonkinese bases. This is from Vichy, France, so we'll see what happens with that. Concentrated industry. Nice. We're in 41. So we can pick up... We do need to get this for the resources. Fuel's currently behaving itself. And at some point, I'm going to need more artillery and more tanks, which I think we were going to... Yeah, we've got this now. So maybe we should just develop the medium tanks for what little difference it's really going to make. I do want armoured engineer companies. I do want some stuff out of there. And... Okay, we can grab these. As we're doing most of the fighting with infantry, I'm going to grab those now. So many things I want, and urgently. What else are we going to need? More planes. We have a huge shortage of AA guns. The light flame tanks are just... We're not producing enough of those, so come on. More factories, please. And the planes are looking a little bit better. These medium tanks are going to be dreadful. The trucks, we don't have a huge amount, actually. Let's have a look. Everything else, I think, is going okay. Got a good supply of support equipment. I'll pull that down a bit. Okay, let's pull these into planes. We're going to need some planes. Oh, did I have our naval bombers? Are they right down at the bottom? Yep. Let's pull those back up. And fighters and ground support. Put those into naval bombers. Try and get those built up a little bit. We are going to need some. Is this our most easterly thing? We've got the carrier naval bombers. Interwar naval bombers. I thought I had something better than that going on. Let's put the interwar. I did develop something better, right? Basic naval bomber. There's not many of them. We'll train them up. Assembly line production. And I think we'll maybe grab excavation. No, we won't. We'll grab the other one of those. So our infantry is at least ready for whatever war we decide to kick off. Right, I want to see if we can get Indochina peacefully. We should get that in just a few days. That'll be awesome. Icelandic American Corporation. What's going on over in Europe, by the way? Has anything kicked off in North Africa yet? It doesn't look to have... Well, no, actually, I tell a lie. There is some fighting going on over there. Can I send an attaché? Is there even the option for this? Do we need to be... We don't need to be in a faction, do we? I don't have the political power. Okay. I do want to do that, I just don't have the political power. So that's good. We've got a load of new guys joining this force. So let's just take one of these and form a new army with them. Wait, what? We've got a right old mix of funny units. I'm just chucking anything into these. And we'll just use them for fighting across Asia, holding lines. The most important thing is that we strike south and gain all these resources. So that's what we're working on. So we've got to demand the Tonkinese bases. We're going to occupy Indochina. I might actually occupy Siam, you know. We might just take that. But we'll go down the historical route. I think, yeah, we'll go the historical route. Okay, strike the southern road. What does this actually do? We gain a puppet-focused war goal against the Philippines and annex war. All right, excellent. That's what we want. That's how we're going to trigger the war. I see our route forward there. So occupy Indochina. It's not far away either. So we will have to set up some fleets, I think. Oh, nice. We've got some new guys. Okay, so you go into... There's one with a unit short somewhere. Go into there. Vichy France transfers Tonkin. which is... I don't even know where that is, to be honest. We'll have to search for it. Anyway, it's ours now, so we will take that. Oh, it's this bit. Ah, right. Okay. See, I'm learning. This is how we learn about geography in the world. Yeah, delete all orders. I will put this on like this, just on the off chance. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but we'll just do that. I don't know if it makes any difference to international diplomacy either. That border is impassable, which is great news. Cool. We have nothing in basic training. Let's see what we've got. So that dude is into this new force over here. And then we should have 26 divisions. Why? What have we got there? Oh, there's something else, right? The hell are these? I don't know what those are. Let me take a look at this. Because this looks curious. It must be something that we've got from Hanoi template. Oh, they're pants. Okay. Right, so those guys are going into garrison forces for garrisoning the Pacific when we get there. Nice. Let me just change the colour on this dude so we don't get confused. And let's have... Oh, this guy looks... Where was that? Where was that? This guy looks pretty good. Look at all those infantry leader stats. Yep, we're going to put him in right there. Going to train those up. And do we have a better field marshal? We do not at the moment. We have them all taken up. That's fine. That's fine. All right, I'm looking forward to the war kicking off. It's going to be fun. We are going to need to start patrolling things. The fall of Kyiv? Really? That's going rather fast, isn't it? It didn't feel like they've been at war for all that long. Right, so what we're going to have to make sure that we are convoy raiding. And let's... I don't think there'll be any need to do these areas. But there is going to be a massive need for all this. This is all going to be viable convoy. In fact, let's just take them out of... No. I'll take them out of there. And there. There's going to be no convoys to raid up there, I think. We'll put that one back in. And all around Australia and around these places... it's going to be kind of important. We are on automatic base, so we'll leave them to do that. And that should get some good coverage around there. Meanwhile, the escorts... We are currently escorting a few things. We're going to have to then cover our... Just expand our coverage, really. We've got trade coming through. Who the hell are we trading with? Portugal? Oh, really? That doesn't sound very, very likely. I better put it on. I don't think we're going to be able to cover that distance. But that's also okay. And we're going to slowly focus. Like these guys who are on patrolling. We need to make sure that we do get this region around here. So that we've got the naval supremacy to kick this off. Patrol is on there as well. I'm going to have something else. I'll have to have a big fleet, I think, just patrolling our home islands. Just to make sure there's no risk of the US getting naval supremacy over us. I think that's going to be a thing. I will set that up. I will create a task force out of this, and we'll get that up before the next episode, I think. And it's just going to be for safety. We're just going strike forcing around here, and it'll have a few units of patrol ships to help cover things. I think that's going to be absolutely essential. But we are going to need the big fleet. Now, the one that's going to matter is... I could put it on patrol, actually. It doesn't need to be strike force. Strike force gives us a modifier on this. We're not actively engaging enemies. This mission consumes 75% less fuel. So there is that. But we are going to... I'm going to stick it on patrol. And we're going to see if that's going to be enough to get that going. So we're going to go Philippines first. And then if we can go... Well, we should have a land board. Actually, we might be able to do a naval invasion. If it's all on this, we might be able to naval invade British Malaya over here and get some troops in. Grand battle plan, artillery and combat support milestone. Oh, good. We'll take that. No one in training. We could edit these. Now, and this is coming along quite nicely. So I am going to put some medium tanks into training. That'll give us a bit. No, let's go 5 divisions. We've got to get some better medium tanks as well, by the way, because that's just awful. Super heavy howitzers. I'm not going to waste my time or resources on those for the time being. Not when we're kind of limited for resources as we are anyway. Occupy Indochina. Let's see what France says to that one. We're also going to precious... If I take that off, we can occupy Siam. Oh, do we want to occupy it? Or do we want to pressure them into the faction? It's probably better. I'm going to pressure them. And then we're going to get strike south. Okay. So I'm also going to improve relations. Just in case it helps. It's only for 35 days. The Moscow armistice signed. After long talks, officers and officials representing Risto Ryti and Joseph Stalin have agreed to sign an armistice immediately. So Finland and the USSR have stopped fighting again. And we're going to see how Germany does. The thing is, though, if we went to war with them, we could actually... I'm going to wait. Because while they're focused over there... Yeah, and we're going to wait on that one. We're going to wait. I do have legions ready to march through, but the French accept our demand. Excellent. This is what we wanted, and this actually gives us a base for some naval invasions from here. So this is actually quite cool. And what I'm going to try and do... I mean, look at this. This is so much better. We're going to bring over... I believe... Is this guy... Okay, so these guys have got a naval invasion of the Philippines planned. And the Marines are going in. So what we can do... Yeah, we can do an invasion from down here. I just need a force to throw in. I could send the cavalry... Where are you going? Oh, they're going elsewhere. Right. Oh, they're going to face off against the British over there. Do you know what? That's not a terrible idea. Yeah, that's not a terrible idea. So we'll leave that one alone. This dude has currently got plans to go in there. I feel like that army should be split in two. Because that's a whole lot of forces on one small front. And we could actually... I mean, that's a very long front down there. Let's bring in... We've got some good troops here, actually. Right, let's bring these guys in over here. And put them down this coast. They can train over there. We're going to get those into British Malaya. And these guys... who are a right old hodgepodge mix of our friendlies. Oh, can I... Oh, we haven't got them in the thing yet. Okay. We need to wait for that one. Let's see. We're a little bit behind on aircraft. I didn't think we would be, you know. I really didn't think we'd be behind on aircraft. I need the extra fuel tanks. Let's research that. And get that going. And we've got... Ask for air bases request from Italy. Screw them. Who do they think they are? The assassination of Trotsky. He didn't escape for very long, did he? Because he escaped, I'm sure, earlier. The Empire of Japan demands French Indochina. Well, yes, that's telling the news a week after it happened. The Lapland War. Fighting has broken out between Finland and the German Reich. Okay. Is that supposed to happen this early on? I didn't think it was. Bulgarian reintegration campaign in the Balkans. Right, Germany can... No, they're not using our air bases. They're my air bases. I'm going to let these guys get in position over here. Spread out a bit. Good. We've pressured Siam. Let's see what happens. And then we're going straight into striking the southern road because we want to get things kicked off. at last. We want those resources. The Kingdom of Siam accepts our offer. Excellent. Now that allows me to take this force here, put it on that border, and let's draw an offensive line. Let's go just up to there for the time being. The idea being to push into India. And then that gives us a nice border up there, which we can hold with, especially if we do it from here. If we can get that far in, we can just hold that with a few troops and then leave all our other infantry to do the more important task of working our way through this. Now then, did that army get into position? It did, I think. Yes, it did. So we can now delete that order. And we take half of these guys. I think I've got the naval capacity to do this. So we're going to leave from Saigon. And we're going to be landing... let's have a little look. Can we do 3? We're going to do 4. I'm only going to take 12 divisions. We're going to get in. And I think we've got the transports to do that. And then we'll bring the rest over. Nice. Everything's coming along quite nicely. You can select a new faction goal. Excellent. Is it this one? Perfect. So then, what should we do? We could fortify Okinawa. Appoint a spy master. Let's have a look. Effect. Add 50 faction power. The spy master. Add 1 faction initiative points. Does that mean everyone else gets intelligence agencies? Well, I mean, I could do that just by becoming me, the spy master. We will... I'm going to accept that. And then I think all I have to do is if I go into this... Is this not the option to... Where's the option to become the spy master? Establish a Trongja regiment in exile. So Tibet gets the event. The Empire of Japan militarizes the Tibet Improvement Party. So Tibet loses some manpower stability and it goes fascist. Influence the Tibetan people. Trigger. I know I had other things in mind for that. But that's fine. I could have sworn becoming spy master used to be in there. There's currently no spy master. Can we not do it? I could have sworn we used to be able to. Anyway, we've got the amphibious tank. It's because I don't play a lot with that. And just drop me a note in the comments as to where to find the damn button. That I can't remember where I did it before. Hasn't been that long since I played, I'm sure. So amphibious tanks, they're going to go straight into production. And I might do this to try and help with the fuel situation a little bit. So, production. Let's throw these on. Armored support vehicle. Do we actually need to make them? I have a feeling we do if I'm going to throw them into anything. Amphibious tanks. I'm not even going to bother trying to... Why can I not click on that? Oh, we haven't got a main armament on? Okay. Do these need to be... We'll go for small armaments. We're going to go for the close support gun. We will add some... Where's the cast armor? Where's the one? Chromium. We have tons of chromium. So we're going to throw that in. And we don't need to worry about speed. This is just going in with Marines. And let's throw in radios are good. And supplies are good. And also additional machine guns. And shall we throw in some... No, it's expensive enough. Save. The amphibious tank. There we go. Let's throw those in. We'll have 3 lots of that. Let's just get building. What have we got? More of these guys. Okay. Things are coming on. Things are getting exciting. The war is approaching. I'm guessing we have naval supremacy there. Yes, we do. It's costing us fuel, but we do. We just need to launch the attack across this sea, and then we've got it. So many new infantry divisions coming in. Military organizations. Okay, let's get that one on. That's looking good. We've got mechanized stuff. We could get a bonus for the Marines. 78 days. Ah, aha. I might be behind things a little bit here. Right, let's get better engineers. We've got to go for all this stuff. Oh my god, there's a whole lot of research to do. Yeah, we're going to be busy. We're going to be busy. This is going to be so exciting to get on. Should I have some troops on there? On that border? I think once we swing through this, one army can take position and the other one can actually go and sort out the mess down here. Or I might do a naval invasion from here with marines and stuff to make sure this goes to us rather than goes to Siam. I don't care about this bit. But this is where there's some serious resources to be had. And that's going to be ours. No doubt about it. Come on then, game. Give us something fun to do. Our armies are coming on. So many puppet soldiers coming in to fight for us. Multi-product supply ships. Let's actually... I need to actually make some of those. We'll take a look and see if we can do that. We had that one going on. God, we need like heavy machine guns on the fighters. Am I worried about... I'm not so worried about that actually just at the moment. We will need better torpedoes for the naval bombers though. Yikes, there's a whole lot of stuff needs researching. This is going to be better though. Let's get some support artillery because it's going to be the infantry that goes in. It's kind of interesting when you play a lot of the nations that don't have the most up-to-date industry and everything else, is that it can be quite a hard choice as to what you're actually going to build and what you're going to sacrifice. Let me just move that in there and get some factories going. Strike the southern road. Here we go. Range improvements. We've got the range improvements. I'm going to go with... What's going to give us some... Oh, some of these. Yeah, let's get some instant improvements on here. And one thing we should have is logistics companies. I'm going to get that in because supply is going to be a massive problem. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so this guy was in the middle of... He's finished training now. He is ready to activate the plan. All the plans are ready to activate on day one. Everyone is in position. All I need to do is click the button and declare war. And we are good to go.